Afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to the craft store. You're right, Chrissy?
I'm really good, thank you, Dan. Good to see you again.
And you. Now, the last time I saw Chrissy was at the NEC. Goodness me, you were busy. I elbowed my way to the front just to say hello.
I know, I was, wasn't I?
You were.
Very busy show.
For good reason, too, because the Go, the COLOP eMark Go, is available for you. 2 different bundles available for you. Shop direct as well. We'll get the GM website on the show for you.
That's the case.
That's the case. Oh, I know. I know, I was just sort of showing the whole case, what we're talking about here. I'll grab one in just a second.
Okay.
How do you describe what it is? Because every single sample in front of us here has been touched by this.
Okay, so the COLOP eMark Go is a genius. It's a remarkable mobile app. So it's a mobile print app.
Device?
Mobile app device. Yes, so it's a printing device.
Okay.
So basically, I know what it is. I've been working with it for a very
You do,
long
you
time.
love it, yeah, no one loves it more.
So you can use it with iOS, so that's your iPhone and your iPad. You can also use it with Android with Google Play, so that's your phone and your tablet. Brilliant little device that you can take anywhere with you. Because it is mobile, you can literally use it anywhere. So whether you're at a craft store or, you know, wherever you are, even if you're in a field if you wish.
Yes.
And you can print, you know, more or less anything on the go. So Mother's Day is coming up. If you've forgotten or you haven't got a card, then get to it, because within a couple of seconds, well, minutes really, you can create a card. It will print onto any absorbent surface, including your cards, your papers, your wood, MDF, cork. People are now using it with resin. It will print onto fabrics. I tend to use the inkjet transfer papers with my fabrics.
I haven't seen the tennis balls before, by the way. How cool's that?
No, not that bit. Turn
not
it
that
around.
bit?
You've
Oh,
got
that
play
bit.
on there. Yeah, play.
I was going to say.
No, let's play.
Here we go. Let's play. I should hold them both up. That way, that like a whole sentence, won't it?
Exactly. So that's from our Kate. A genius idea. I don't show those to Benji because they won't last very long.
Who,
yeah. So
Benji?
as you can
There he
see, you
is.
can. It's Benji.
Yeah.
So you can print onto any absorbent surface. So, you know, I mean, that includes such a whole range. Now, a lot of people ask me about fabrics. So World Book Day has been recent, hasn't it? So
yes, it
a
has.
lot of people actually printing onto the children's T-shirts, and of course then they can wash it right out and use the T-shirt again. If you want it to be permanent, you can either use a black pigment ink, which we have, or use a setting agent, or use the inkjet transfer papers, which I tend to do with my doggy T-shirts.
Okay.
Lots of things to do.
Now then, should we crack straight on and see how it works in action?
Yes, please.
Go on, Chris. This is your happy place after all. So that is just a hint of what you can be doing. So every single piece of colour, so the roses making up the heart, the happy birthday, the personalisation, which is what you're able to do here in your hand through the Go. It's just this little white device in Chris's hand right now. Now, there are 2 different options. We'll go through exactly what you're getting home, and the basic, if you like, and the ultimate. The ultimate is where I encourage you to go, because you get all the accessories that in my lifetime you've had to purchase, and the best of, you've put it all in there.
Everything you need. Yep. Really, it is everything you need. So now the app is really easy to use. So you download it from either the App Store if you're using iOS, or from Google Play if you're using Android. So now, and it's free. There are no subscription charges. I don't do subscriptions.
Rightio.
So let's get that started. Also, I have a Facebook group. I've left the leaflet over there for you, Dan. Yes.
Thank you very much.
The Facebook group is called eMark Go UK.
Yep.
I set it up not so long ago, and the numbers are rising. Full of inspiration, full of support. I have 3 wonderful admin on there. Kate, we've got Di and Kimmy. We've also got, did you know, we've got a design group.
Yes.
And you know one of them. The eMark Go Girls.
Go Girls.
A team of 5, Kay, Anne, Denise, Kay. Have I said Kay? I'm sorry if I miss anybody out.
That's right, there's a lot to think about. I'll let you off.
There's a lot to think about, yeah. So the wonderful Go Girls are doing a massive job for me, Monday to Friday, adding different posts on the group to inspire our lovely members.
There's so much. It's literally like, once you get it and you see it in action, you think, is it that easy? And then you see it go around corners, like on the ball there, or the wristbands, or on the pebbles, or the stones, or... Yeah, here we go, on like baubles and things, the same device.
Yes, so make all your own Christmas baubles.
Yeah.
And even, you know, at Easter, you know, you've got your little Easter trees. I have little Easter trees, and I print onto little eggs. Amazing.
anyone's name, the address. Listen, there's so much you can do with the bundle. How easy it is to use. We'll go through the bundles in just a second.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's get playing. Okay, so, right. I always start with a feather. You like feathers. Everybody likes feathers, and it just blows people's mind. So this is the app. Let me just go to the beginning of the app. So this is what you see when you first sort of connect. Tells you what your ink and what your battery level is, and you've got your lights on your eMark that sort of represent your battery, your ink and your Wi-Fi. It has its own Wi-Fi, so easy for connection. So I'm going to start straight away by clicking on the Add button there. Now it takes us to what we call the editor page. So if I click on text, I'm going to do one for you. I know I've done you many feathers, Dan, but I'm going to do one for you. Now, click anywhere in the grey area. If I put my finger on that, you'll notice we've got a horizontal red line and a vertical red line, and that means it starts in the centre. So all our imprints start in the centre. So for your sentiments, that is perfect. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move you over to the left. If you're left-handed, you can move down, over to the right.
Okay.
Okay, so whichever way. Now, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the font. Now, it comes with loads and loads and loads of preloaded fonts, but you can add your own.
I saw this was a question on our previous show together. Like,
Yes.
have I got to use a font that you happen to be using during that demo? Like,
Yes.
you can use loads of different ones.
Yes, you can. So obviously use your own Google fonts, DAF fonts, and I
Yep.
show you how to do
Yep.
them all via the group. So I thought a nice one for you might be Dragon Hunter.
Well, perfect for the crafty witches, me being the dragon hunter.
Well, that's what gave me the idea. So this is one I've added. Now, once you've chosen your font, we can make that bigger, and then we can select a colour. So you can use the grid, spectrum, and then when you've chosen your colour, if you want to tweak it a little bit, we've got these
okay, little
sliders.
hues and things, yeah.
Select a colour, Dan. What
Can we go
for?
green if it's dragon hunt? I feel like dragons might be
Yes,
green.
let's do this one here. Right, also, now that we're talking about dragons, why don't we add a dragon?
Go on.
So, you could use images from the emojis, clip art, or you can add your own images from your photo gallery. There are wonderful websites out there. One in particular is pixabay.com. 5.4 million free to download images.
I'll keep you going, won't it?
Yeah, it certainly will, and it certainly keeps me going. So, right, dragon, here we go. I'm going to use this one here. There we are. 4 red corners means it's in edit mode, so we can make any changes we wish. Now, once you're happy with that, click anywhere in the grey area. If I just do that again, click anywhere in the grey area, and that will remove those 4 red corners, which means we can then print. So, I am now going to get a feather for you. I bought you 3, look, but this is a really nice feather.
Thank you very much.
And then using the ruler, which comes with both bundles.
Yes.
Of course, it's a
You've got the basic bundle and you've got the ultimate bundle, by the way. Most of you by far shop for the ultimate once you see what's in there. You can already pop it in your basket if you want to.
Yep.
gmcrafts.co.uk is where you're shopping, but you can see there the shortcut is on the screen, CS Ultimate 43. You can shop on the website anyway, but if you want to take a shortcut to get there, CS Ultimate 43 on GM Crafts is where you'll find the bundle. Done. Easy. Whilst I was chatting away to you.
There you go. That is for Dan. There you go. Dan
Thank
the
you
dragon.
very much.
Thank you, the Crafty Witches, for that. Right, okay. So, I'm also now going to... Now, can I just mention the Ultimate Bundle? Normally, that would come with a little pack of these tags.
Yes.
But I've been so busy that we've got an order coming in. So what we've done is we've put in the pen holder and 5 pens instead.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's worth more money, but that's what we've done for this show.
Which is what this is in here.
Yeah, so now I'm going to print onto one.
Oh,
now,
let me
show
get
you
them out.
Exactly how that works.
Here we go. Pop these to the side. Keep going then we might again, we'll show you exactly what's included as we're going through.
Yep,
Pop
okay.
you there, pop you there.
So this is the pen holder, and we get 5 of these pens. Okay, so you can use, we use environmentally friendly pens, so that's your paper pens, your wood pens, and if you're printing onto something that has a shine, then what I tend to do is either sand it with my little fine sandpaper, or use my nail file. And it will, you know, it's good enough there. But we've got a lot of natural wood pens and pencils out there now. Just go and save this, Dan. Remove where it says no imprint. And I'm just going to put Dan. Okay, and then save. That will then go into all of my imprints, and I can call that up
so my previous ones for businesses, like Debbie's dog walking or whatever that little paw was.
Absolutely,
okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can put them into collections as well. So these collections are great. They're there to help you Christmas time, you know, Mother's Day or birthdays, whatever you like. Now, so let's print onto one of these pens. We've given you if I click up here, we've given you features, the imprint height. So the default is 15mm, so that's for all your ribbon. That's 15mm and 25mm. 10mm ribbon is for your 10mm ribbon, and the 5mm is for pens.
Right.
Okay, so we select the 5mm, and then we are going to click on text again. And shall I do one for Barnaby?
Go on then.
So let's do one for Barnaby. Okay, right. So now, again, you can select whether you want it in the centre or not, but I'm just going to do this from the edge. Now I'm going to use a lovely little font that we have on here, and this is one I've added and one that you can add as well very easily. It's called Unicorn. So let me just come out here. There we go, Unicorn.
There it is. Yeah, that's cool.
And yeah, it is. It's absolutely, it's got character. A lot of these fonts have got character, and that's what I like. So what type of, or what colour is a Barnaby into at the moment?
He likes fire engine red.
Oh, do he?
That's his kind of bag at the moment.
So we're sort of right up
It changes
here.
every day, Chrissy.
Well, this is it. And of course you can change it again.
Yeah, of course you can.
Sliders, yeah, absolutely. So what about an image for Barnaby?
You know what, he's just got into rugby.
You said that before, and we've only got the American rugby ball.
We do have
on
American
here.
football, but he got like man of the match yesterday. So he's terribly
Did he?
excited.
Oh,
And you
God,
know
how
what?
exciting.
Talking about, like, you know when you like predict something? We were
Yes.
leaving the house and he was like, Daddy, I'm gonna get man of the match today. And I was like, of course you are, like, you know, but you've got to concentrate and listen and blah blah. And he got it. And I'm like, imagine being that like confident, you're like, I'm gonna do it today.
Yeah. Oh, that's. Oh,
I really like that, yeah. He had a little medal
did
and
you
all
have to give
sorts.
him a little treat?
Well, he got a lolly and a medal for it. And when he got home, like, yeah, so
Oh, how lovely. Oh, well done, Barnaby.
terribly excited.
Right, okay. So there we have Barnaby, and there we have a rugby ball. So all I'm going to do, I've removed the 4 red corners, click on print. That goes straight to the eMark. Did you hear that beep?
I heard that beep. You heard that beep at
Straight
home?
away.
Yeah.
Then we take our ruler, place it over the pen holder. Obviously, you know, you can position the pen wherever you want it to be. Take your eMark, and then we're just going to...
Okay, friends at home. Maybe, I know like that is for Barnes, and maybe it's his birthday and it's going to say Barney's 6th birthday, for example, and going in the goodie bags, whether that's what you want to do. I'm thinking if you're a professional and you've got a business and it's your website you want to put on there, or your @ handle for Instagram or something, like it can be the most, obviously the most hobby and fun and different thing to do, or the most professional.
Stick your logo.
Yeah.
Stick
Put your logo in it,
on
yeah.
So, you know, personalise it for the person that you're actually doing the work for, and pop your logo on the back with your telephone number, like you're saying, anything that you like on there, and you see how clear that is. So
And you are never gonna, because I thought when I first saw it, I was like, okay, when you're doing on flat surfaces, like a bit like trying to say, it's a bit like a stamp, isn't it? Like to a degree, yes it is, but you're not stamping on that wooden ball, you're not stamping on a pen,
No.
You're not stamping on a feather so crisp and cleanly. That is the difference with the eMark, shopping via gmcrafts.co.uk, by the way.
Exactly. Now, also in the Ultimate Bundle, we give you the Endless Labels range. So we've got white glossy and transparent. I use the transparent ones on my freeze pots, white glossy ones on a lot of my jars in my cupboard because I have severe allergies, so my son knows not to touch them.
You need to know, yeah, quite right too.
And I'll put things like, you know, allergy nuts and things like that.
Hands off.
on it. Yeah, hands off indeed. Right. Now, we also do the textile labels. Textile labels are amazing. So I'm just going to save this one. You've got 2 options on the app, either the cross, which I've done before, or the 3 dots. So you've got an option to save, rename, or share. So let's say, for example, the other day, a lady messaged me and she says, Chrissy, I'm really struggling with my logo. Can you help me? So I said, right, share your imprint with me. Click on share, send it to me. I'll play about with it and send it you back.
Okay.
Beauty of it. So just go and save that one, remove where it says no imprint, and we'll just put Barnaby on there. There we go, and then that's saved. Okay, right now. So, textile labels. If I just click on all imprints here.
Oh, by the way, I also like, tricky, so I'm a fan like you are. On here it tells me how much, sorry, you know, it's like how much ink I've got left, how much battery I've got left. And you do get an ink cartridge is the word?
Full ink cartridge. We only use HP. It's made specifically for the device, and you get around 2,000 imprints. So, which is a very long time. A lot of my crafters are using 1 cartridge a year.
Yep.
The hard crafters, those that are crafting all the time, around maybe every 6 months or so. But yes, so feedback is really good.
That's all beautiful. You know, sort of beautiful packaging you get like with an iPhone or whatever it is. This reminds like just the most beautiful packaging
It is,
of what you're getting home with the eMark. It's a real treat to get. How glossy is it? If this is a present for somebody else, maybe it's a Mother's Day, maybe it's a birthday, maybe it's a treat to yourself, everything, even the how-to guide, is so beautifully packaged, Chrissy. So credit to you and the team. The cartridge in there, away you go.
Yeah, you also get a charging cable in there. Have I got one in there?
There might be. It might be underneath.
I may have taken it out, but there is a charging cable in there as well. So when you get this home, you will have some charge on it already, because the battery is a very, very slow drainer. Now, also, so what I advise you to do, get it home and charge it straight away in the off position. You'll see a little amber light appear. Once that little flash and once it's solid green, you know you've got a full charge, but you can use it as soon as you get it home. Download the app for free and start playing. Amazing.
Incredible piece of kit. And as I say, the best selling accessories are included in the Ultimate, hence why the word of the Ultimate. You can use the shortcut, which is CS Ultimate 43. If you want to go for the basic range, I get it. The price reflects that as well. You can get hold of that, but by far and away, it's the Ultimate that outsells it, because the value is incredible. But we'll continue on.
Exactly. Right, so I'm going to show you how the textile labels work now. So you get 8 metres in all of our endless labels, and they really are remarkable. Textile labels are used with the ribbon guide. I'll show you the ribbon a little later. So again, start with the text. I'm going to use Barnaby again, because he is at school, isn't it?
He is indeed.
What year is he in?
Reception.
He's in reception, right, okay. So I'm going to pop reception on here, like so, okay. You notice I've returned. So if I just click anywhere in the grey area, I'm going to use my fingers to bring that down. So we can select any font we want. Now, use a darkish font when you're using the textile labels. So I'm going to use the unicorn on this one. Again, it's got character, and your child is more likely to bring home their uniforms if they've helped out with this. So let them help out with it.
Oh gosh, so, you've got to label the world. Anything that goes into school has to have a label in it.
Absolutely. So I'm going to do this a dark grey for now. Okay, so you can also then say to Barnaby, right, what are we going to put on here? Obviously, Barnaby likes rugby, but what else does Barnaby?
Fire engines, transformers, robots.
Okay, right. So you would go to... Who doesn't love Peppa Pig? I love Peppa Pig. So, right, so I'm going to go back into the emojis, because I think there is a fire engine in there. But you could go into...
Oh, there's a fireman as well.
Well, we'll do the fireman. OK. Pop a fireman on there. Now, when you're using the textile labels, you need roughly about 10 mil. So when you click on the pop-up box, obviously you've got your background colours, you've got your width or your imprint heights, you've got your start positions of imprints. You've got so many things. Now, we want to click on continual printing for this.
OK.
And let's remove the white space and let's just add roughly 10 mil. Because you need space to cut it and iron them in. And once these are ironed in, they're washable.
OK. So
let's send it straight to my little eMark. OK, and then I'm going to use the 15 mil part of the guide. Which
and again, you said we get this in there, don't we? Textile, the white gloss and the transparent.
Yeah, that's right. So if you're left-handed, let's just do it in the opposite way. So I'm right-handed, so I feed in from the left and... Come on. There we go.
There we are.
Feed in from the left and up from the right. So don't have much space, so I'm just going to print a little bit here. So eMark into the ribbon guide like so, and then we just... The squeak is unique to me.
The squeak is unique to me.
I told you there's not a great... can I do a little bit over there?
Of course you can. Like, spread out a bit if you want to.
There.
Sorry.
That's not great. OK, right. Let's move that over there.
Whatever you need to do.
Thank you very much. So we take our ribbon again down from the left if you're right.
Does it matter? Good question, Chris. Does it matter how quickly or slowly that you go?
No, I mean, don't go too fast, obviously. So if I pop that in there and hope we've got a good surface for this, there we go, look. So
perfect.
It is. So cut and iron, cut and iron, cut and iron. So now you have 2, 4, 6. That's probably all you need for now. Textile ribbons.
But nevertheless, seriously though, like if you've got any grandchildren, anything like that, about to go into reception or anything like that, like their wellies, their socks, the jumper, the vest, the T-shirt, the PE kit, the waterproofs.
Oh, tell me about it.
It's all got to be there. It could be the exact name, or it could be something completely different. This could be the wrapping on a newborn's birthday present or something like that, or for Christmas.
Yeah, and it's something useful. So, you know, I have a lot of members on the group who are nanas or grandmas, and it's something that they like to do for their grandchildren. It's just the one thing that a lot of them say to me, I love the textile labels. because I feel like, you know, because I mean, years ago, you won't remember this,
I
years ago when you had textile labels,
Yeah.
you know, for your child, I used to have to sew them all in.
Yeah, yeah.
And having to put my son's name in, oh, there was a lot. Anyway, if I got that now,
Yeah.
or then, he would have brought all his uniform home because it would have had dinosaurs on it.
But here's the thing, like, what other device can you think of, or stamping platform, or mark maker, like we're talking about, or printer, that can go from ribbon to a pen, to a tennis ball, to the feather, to the wristbands for a party, etc., onto a shell, not forgetting the simple paper and card that you do with your card crafting and card making.
I'm going to do a card next.
So do a card now, then I'll remind you of it as a bits and bobs. Let's just continue on. Yeah, that's how fast it can be.
This is one I've prepared. Now, I didn't have any cards, so I've just used some normal card and I've just, you know, just built it up a little bit, added a few beads and things. And so it's Mother's Day coming up, as we know.
Yes.
So now, this little flower, believe it or not, comes from Pixabay and it's beautiful. So I'm going to open that in Editor just to show you. Now you can change this if you wish. So when I had that, that was probably around that size, but I've just made it bigger. So by printing vertically, you can get a bigger imprint. And you can also print your text vertically as well. So I'm going to print that now. And I'm just going to do this one here. See how easy it is. Okay, I've already done a couple there. And then I'm going to get another one.
Does it take long to dry?
Instant.
No, it's the answer. It does not take long to dry.
No, it's absolutely instant. It's instant on more or less all of your absorbent products. Some of the vellums may take 3 seconds or so.
Right.
But that's not a lot, is it?
We'll deal with that.
Yeah, we'll deal with that. So I'm going to do another one of these and then I'm going to put Happy Mother's Day and then I've got my Mother's Day card for my husband's mum because I never buy any cards now. Never, ever, ever. There we go. Look at that.
We can be so personal with this. You can pop her name on, or
Yeah,
just even, or maybe not even a name,
yeah.
like the favourite flower or the colour, or yeah.
Exactly. Now, my husband's mother is Swiss, so when I finish this card, I shall put the Swiss flag on the back for her.
Yep.
So you see, you've got something here that says Special Mum, but let's do something from beginning. So we're going to click on the ad. Now, you'll notice that the width size, the default is 60 mil. Click on the pop-up box and you can increase that right up to 150.
Okay.
Okay, which is, I think, 6 inches in old money, isn't
Okay.
it? Yeah, okay. So you've got options. Now, what I tend to do is measure the space that you're printing on. Now, obviously, the space that I'm printing on is longer than the 150. So I'm going to use what we're given with the ruler. So we've got lots of lines. We've got 5 guidelines on here for when you're doing your imprints as well.
Okay.
So, because you can see what you're doing. But I'm going to print mine this way, just to make it a little bit different. Okay, so I know the maximum now is 100. Okay, so I'm going to make that 100. It just makes it a lot easier. Okay, now I'm going to do this in 2, but I'm going to do it all in 1, if you know what I mean. Probably doesn't mean anything to you right now, but I'm going to show you.
Okay, if you know what I mean.
It's crafters talk. Okay, so I'm just going to do a happy, and then I'm going to do a mother's. Okay, there we go, mother's. And then I'm going to return and do mum. Now, if I click on here, first thing I always do is do a font. Now, I can't do a dragon hunter for my mother-in-law, so I'm going to do...
Probably not.
No. So I'm going to do, let's do this one, which is a really pretty one. It is. And it will go with the flowers nicely as well. Now, I can also change the line spacing. Now, you notice that's dead centre. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is make that bigger. Now, you must be thinking, what on earth are you going to do? It's too big. Now, the reason I've done that is so I get the exact font for mum. I'm going to get the exact colour, the exact shade. You'll see. Fill in colour. Now, I know my mother-in-law loves pink, so I'm going to do a nice sort of pink.
You know what? Penny's dropping when you said you're going to do 2 in 1, but at the same time.
Are you?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, you know where I'm coming from now. So
Very
click on
good.
it just to make sure it's in the centre. So you see it's centred there? Okay, I'm going to go down here. There we go. So I'm going to print that now. And the only bit that will print will be the...
In the white section, Happy
Correct.
Mother's Day.
Yeah, exactly. Now, I'm not going to be exact with this, but you can. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, as most of my crafters will tell you, but... Oh, just about gone off there. Look at that. Sorry. Anyway, never mind.
Get the idea, I'm with you.
Get the idea, yeah. That's my fault. I didn't check the sizing. And then we move Mum up like so.
So it's the same size, the same colour.
Same size, exactly.
Yeah.
And then I'm just going to remember where I started my imprint. So everything starts on the centre. And then we're just going to do... Don't worry, I will use this card. I'll just play about with it a little bit. There we go. So you can do your happy days, happy Mother's Day, Mum. Obviously, you'll do that a lot better than me. And then you'll do your sentiments on the inside. And then on the back of the card, don't forget, I'm just going to save that. You can save it as anything. I'm just going to save that as anything for now. On the back, we want to put something like, let me just see, I'm going to search for handmade by.
Whilst you're doing that, by the way, here comes a question from Annette. What is the maximum number of lines you can print?
On one imprint line, you can get 5 lines of text, 5 legible lines of text. Now, there is a font called Changa, which is brilliant for that. Because it's just a nice font for...
Really readable, yeah.
So what I do, I tend to put my address all in one line and stick that on the back of envelopes and on labels and things. Your
team, by the way, Annette, great question. I think Joe, is it Wills? Joe is answering a lot of the questions in there for you guys, saying good morning, saying I think 5. Poonam, by the way, is someone who's just written on here saying, hi Chris and Dan, wondering how long I can watch this show back. As the moment I have neurological issues and finding it difficult to remember everything that I'm being shown. Yeah, you can watch back on Facebook for 30 days. So, and you can watch for as long, you know, watch the whole thing, watch 5 minutes, fast forward, rewind. On YouTube, you can watch forever. So I know we've got a lot to cover, haven't we? You're giving a lot of information because there's so much to show you. On YouTube, you just search the craft store on there, you'll find this video, this live show if you like, and you can watch back forever if you want.
Exactly. And also, am I allowed to mention?
Please do.
Monday, tomorrow night at 7 p.m, those members are on my group. I'm doing a workshop at 7 p.m.
Now, how do I find that workshop then?
So,
what am I searching for?
Via my Facebook group. It's a live one. So you join my Facebook group and it's a Facebook Live and 7 p.m. But don't worry if you can't make it because it will be on my group for 30 days. And what I do is I just go through the whole of the app.
Yep.
Because it's got so much in there.
So you've got more time on your hands here. Wendy's saying, hello, Chrissy, by the way, it's good to meet you at the NEC. I've loved playing with the eMark Go to make labels for my sewing projects. Exactly. Maxine, Hillary, Neil, Wendy, Rhonda, Elizabeth, Norma, Neil, Joanne, Joe. So many of you watching right now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and thank you, everybody. You know, everybody's really so supportive. It's a wonderful, friendly group. It's one big, happy eMark Go family. You know, we all help each other out. You know, and this is a passion of mine, Dan. You know that's a passion of mine. It has been for a very long time. So, you know, don't forget we have to put handcrafted by Chrissy on the back.
Ta-da!
You know, it's easy, isn't it?
It is. Right, I'm going to quickly recap what you can do. We'll remind you what you're getting home, and then we'll crack straight on with even more demonstrations. We've not been halfway through the show, so there's a lot to show you. Wooden blocks coming out. It's going to be fabulous. Come with me. Now, of course, you've been seeing these, like, really putting it to the test, if you like. But if you're purely getting hold of this as well for your card crafting, have a look on the front or anywhere on the boards in front of us here, because you've got explosive boxes, by the way. You've got lots of different labels I can hear for Jane, for Louise, for Wendy, for Rachel, for Nikki. I can see that, guys, because your names are written all over them. You can be as personal as you want to be. It could be like the little, on the bottom shelf, Chris, there's some like wood, like little wood slices, if you like. For example, saying there, like, keep out of my craft room, keep out of crafters here. Like, all these sorts of things. You could be making and selling these. Happy New Year 2025. This could be a little business for you in something that lasts so long, the charge-wise. 2,000 plus imprints on one of the cartridges, of which you're also getting a cartridge included, and you're getting the protective case, and you're getting a whole load of ribbon in there as well in the Ultimate. Go for the Ultimate collection. We'll show you through what's in the basic and what's in the Ultimate in just a second. But gmcrafts.co.uk is the real deal. This is exactly who Chrissy works for, exactly who brings these all through. The Green Stick guys, and with COLOP as well, there's so much experience behind Chrissy and her husband Chris and the rest of the guys, Brett and everyone. Hello. So Chrissy's retired and should have stopped. Should have stopped. Chrissy's at the NEC, down in Southampton, tomorrow night doing another Facebook Live just for you because she loves the eMark, not just through her own experiences, but by what you tell Chrissy through the groups, through seeing her, through being Facebook friends, and look at all of these images there. The pause rewind button, the happy birthday, those roses in the heart was from this. You can see Cameron's there, you can see Nikki's there, you can see the little, like little cartoon characters. It can even be photographs that you're printing on this tiny little cubular device that's wirelessly enabled, that has Wi-Fi inbuilt, that you can use on the go anywhere. Onto, as you've seen, pretty much anything forever. And that, for me, is exactly why it's worth every single penny. Chrissy, can you quickly remind us what we're getting home? What's included?
In the basic, we get the eMark Go. You get a full ink cartridge, and it's a full cartridge.
Yep.
You also get the 3-in-1 ribbon guide, and you get the ruler. Now remember, you've got your charging cable.
That's what you've just been using. Yep.
So yeah, so it's charges via a USB-C.
USB?
USB-C, yeah, that's the one. Sorry, I speak so fast because I'm so excited.
HSBC, yep.
Yeah, so it charges via that. So you get all that in the basic. Now, in the ultimate, you get what you get in the basic, the eMark, the cartridge, ruler, 3-in-1 ribbon guide. You get a grey case. You also get the endless labels. So that's the textile, the transparent, the white glossy.
Yep.
3 sizes of ribbon, 10, 15 and 25 mil, all by 25 metres. You don't have to use these ribbons, remember, you've got ribbon at home, use that as well.
Yeah, use them as well.
But this is a great buy. And you also get, because we have sold out of these little tags, they are coming back in,
yep.
But we want to give you something and we're giving you a little bit more for your money.
You are.
The pen holder and 5 pens. Now, we also sell the pens as well, but you know, I mean, try your own pens and pencils that you've got at
yes.
home. But that will start you off. You need that pen holder. So that is an absolute brilliant buy.
It's these and that ribbon guide you mentioned,
yes,
right? And the ruler you were showing there as well.
This one here. Yeah,
so I know we've used all of there. That is why these 2 items here and some ribbon and the endless side of things, they were in my life when I was working on create and craft, etc., the #1 extras that were going in that basket. So the fact that you've created this ultimate, where you're getting money off,
yes,
and now even with the pencils, I know it's like a, you know, you want to make sure the value is still there, but that exceeds that.
It does.
If you want to order, of course you go on GM Crafts, but in the search box there, CS Ultimate 43. It's on the bottom of the screen right now. Scribble it down. CS Ultimate 43. That will put that straight. You'll find the web page immediately. You can search eMark. That's what I did when I went on that website. It pops up. But if you want to make sure you got the ultimate one, which is that bundle of everything we were just talking about, CS Ultimate 43 is the shortcut for that. And then literally all you need to do then, download the app. You could download the app before this has actually been delivered to you. And you can play and design and do your
Download
thing.
it now. So, because like I said, you know, once you get this home, you will have some charge on it anyway. I mean, there's so many people out there like me, so excited, just want to start printing. You know, watch the TV while you're creating. Soon as you get your device, you can sort of connect it very easily and then start printing.
Yep.
Seriously, I just can't say how wonderful this device is. I'm just going to mention this candle.
Go for it,
now,
absolutely. Somebody
asked me about candles. Now, candles are one of these things that everybody loves. You can personalise candles. Now, Arcade had made this. And so what you do is you take your tissue paper, okay, or the back of napkins, print your design on it, pop it over your candle, a bit of greaseproof paper, securely, and then either the low setting of your heat gun or the hot setting of your hairdryer, and the wax melts over it and gives you this wonderful effect. And yes, you can burn it. So I just wanted to mention that because I've had a lot of people ask me about it.
Yeah.
Okay, so can we do another one, please?
Keep going, Chrissy. Absolutely, that's what we're. Yeah,
right. Okay. So I'm back on the app now. I'm going into my images, and I'm just going to put in here wedding. So all these images that I use are from. Can I spell? No. So I've got wedding here. Look. So.
Wedding cake, wedding ring. This is like the endless.
I've got lots and lots of weddings in here. So, I just had it and take the. My problem is I get so excited.
Just want to go and do
yeah, I'm going to put the
now.
rings on here. Right. I don't name things. And I said, when I took early retirement, I said, you know what I'm going to do is I am going to name all of my imprints. I'm going to name all of my, you know, the images that I put in and put them all into categories. I'm so busy with the Facebook group and doing exhibitions, doing this, because I love it, that I just don't have the time to do it. Now,
I will do it. It's still on the list, Chrissy.
It's on, yeah, as with everything else, my husband keeps saying, I thought he was going to do this, I thought he was going to do that. Anyway, weddings are coming up. You know what that is, don't you?
Is it oh, it's like a little, is it a fan? Or a
No,
little
it's
cone?
the
Confetti?
confetti thing.
Ah.
Yeah. So you fold these up. So weddings, but personalise them. You know, for weddings, this is it's remarkable. All your favours. Pop a feather in a little bag, name your guest on there with some 10mm ribbon, you know, your details on there. You don't need to put much in the bag.
Nope. The date of when it was
Also,
happening, whatever
you know, with the little transparent labels, our Kate came up with this idea. Take a tea light, take the candle out, print a message on the inside, transparent, and when the candle melts, it's like magnifies the message. But anyway, now, I'm using the ruler with this. People say, can you do it freehand? Of course you can, but what needs to be happening is when you are doing your imprints, whatever you're printing on, the sensor, which is on the underside here, needs to be touching whatever the surfaces you're printing on, which is the reason why the ruler is good. Now, what I'm going to do on here, I'm just going to put the guest's name. So I'm just going to remove that, or actually we could even move it into the...
okay, it's like the workspace if you like.
Exactly.
By the way, Diane says, I love my Go. It's opened up so many possibilities and Chrissy is the best.
Oh, thank you,
and
Di.
she is so helpful and lovely. That's Diane on YouTube, is where you can also watch this show.
Oh, well, Di, you're going to get married. So let's do Di and...
There you are, Diane.
Diane and Gordon.
Crafty Span on YouTube is also like, wow. Just straight up wow. By the way, Carol's asked.
Yes.
The app has updated since I got my eMark, and I can't get into the new app. What do you think Carol needs to do?
Okay, contact me via the Facebook group, via personal message, and I will direct you.
There you go, Carol.
There we go. Nice and easy, so don't worry about it. Now, I'm going to do a font. Now, you can see all these wonderful fonts that we have on here, and there are so many, which is the reason why, you know, I want to go back to the top, because that's where all the ones that I use most on there. So I'm going to use Awake the Beauty. Now, I don't like that one particularly, but most people do, but I'm going to use it. So because I've got the gold in the ribbon...
Very quickly, by the way, I know I'm interrupting you, but Susan, you're putting the code on the Facebook feed, which I get. You need to put the code on the GM Crafts website. So I know sometimes we do shows where you do put a code on the Facebook feed, so I understand why you're doing that.
Yes.
But this one, you shop direct, gmcrafts.co.uk, so the bottom of the screen, gmcrafts.co.uk. In there, in the search bar, you don't have to use the code, by the way. You can find it. It's pretty easy. But nevertheless, CS Ultimate 43, it'll take you straight to that page. And
the team at GM Crafts, we've got Alicia, Keris, and everybody else there. They are absolutely brilliant. They really are.
Yep.
I mean, I don't work, but they are a joy to be part of because they're so very customer friendly and customer comes first.
Because everyone, I think, the vast majority of the team were customers to start with.
Yes.
And now, so they know what it's like on both sides.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm sure they get fed up with me. But do you know what? I love doing what I'm doing. They love what they're doing. And so get your orders in. They're there ready to, get them all packed up and shipped out. It's next day shipment. They're brilliant like that. Yep. Yeah, really good. So there we go. Look how easy that was.
Going around this, and that is, like, you wouldn't think that's a much bigger design, like done with something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6. I call it a stamp or an imprint or a mark. 6 marks on there.
So, imprints.
Yep.
6 imprints on there. Brilliant. Okay. Now, so let's. Do you know what? I bring so much stuff, and I'm not going to be able to get through half of it. Okay. So I'm going to pop that.
You got Chris's plimsolls there, by the way. He'll want them
back.
Yeah,
I'm going to. I don't. No, they're too small for him. He's a size 12. Right. I'm going to pop that in high. So a piece of wood. Okay. So place cards and things like that. Print using your ruler again. Stick your ruler on there like so, and then eMark on the ruler, and then we can print. And then, of course, put that down, but bring your rings back up, send that, and then we can pop that on there, which I'm going to do.
What a new home gift, something like that. The dates of when this happened, the newborn, the little pictures frame that it's going to be on.
Absolutely.
Personalisation is not just the words of someone's name, but your colour, your font, your picture, your design.
Whatever you want.
Yep.
And you can print photos.
Yes. You
can print photos. So now, I have got, as you quite rightly...
Here we go. Chris, we'll get it back to you, mate. I know you're watching. Honestly, it's the left one, so you can hop around on the right one for now. So,
plimsolls, we're coming into spring.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you can, obviously, you can use setting agents on these or the black pigment ink, because we do the black pigment ink cartridge as well.
Yes, you do.
So I'm going to do some honeycomb on here.
Oh, cool.
So people say, well, it won't print on there because, you know, it's not flat. Okay. Yes, you can. Okay, see, just like that. See how easy that is? And what goes with honeycombs?
Bees?
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct. Right, okay, so back into the ad, and I'm going to go into the clip art because I've got a bee there, look.
Oh,
now,
look at that
something else that you can do, you can duplicate and you can do mirror images. Kissy, kissy there. And again, if you wanted to say, sorry, I'm a very soft, let's send that to imprint. So I'm just going to print this anyhow. Now, you can personalise these. You know, the kids would love these. You know, if they're going off to a summer party or something.
Yeah, it could be like little, yeah, it could be like, it could be the football team's colours if it's going to be a little, you know, whoever. It could be if it's like little daisies on there or the tulips.
Correct.
Or whatever
Anything
you want.
like. Print on their socks as well, you know,
Yeah.
and their shoelaces. So believe it or not, you can print onto these shoelaces. I've done it many, many times.
Yeah, shoot like a ribbon or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
It baffles me, like, how quick is it? How quick is that? You're not changing an ink pad or putting a new thing on a block or anything like that at all. It's not trying to relate it to other bits and bobs.
Exactly. Now, again, you know, weddings coming up. Hopefully we're going to have a really, really warm summer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, this, again, it's not level. I'm going to just select any, I'm going to select that one because I do like it, and then I'm going to click on print just to show you that you can do it. Now, I also print on fabric fans as well. So, and also, just imagine what you can do with this. I'm just going to do one more. Fan away.
Fan away.
Fan away.
How perfect. And again, you said you could do vertical words or horizontal words. The whole thing could be...
Okay, so I'm going to show you. Now, you've already mentioned these. I'm not part of but GM Crafts sell these wonderful wristbands, which are great for making bracelets, festivals and things like that. So I'm just going to do one for you, Dan, because I can do you very quickly.
I want to get in, I want to get VIP.
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you put Dan VIP, please? Thank you very much.
If you want, right, there's Dan. Okay, so you don't need to use your fingertips. You can use a rotation like this, so, but I like to use my fingertips, right. So there's your first letter. Now, select your font first. This is the quickest way to do it. I'm going to use the unicorn again because I just like it.
Why
now,
not?
If you want everything to be the same colour and you want it to be the same font, etc., select a colour, Dan.
Blue.
Blue. Right, let's go for a nice blue. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate it, click on it, remove it, add the A. So that's exactly the same size, and I know a lot of my members keep asking, which is the best way to do that? So duplicate it, click on it, remove it, done. Things have changed a lot, haven't they?
Yeah.
So there's Dan. Right, now you want VIP.
I do.
I'm going to make this
big?
bigger. No, not at all.
Okay.
Because, right, pop-up box, 150, 150. I'm just going to remove that and bring that in a bit, and then I'm just going to pop VIP on there very quickly. I'm going to use a different font.
Tell you what, friends at home, maybe you've been with Chrissy and eMark the whole time. It was maybe 4 years ago, Chrissy? 5 years ago?
Longer, I think it's about 6.
Is it?
Yeah, 6 or 7 years ago. It's a very long time.
When we first did our first shows together, and the app then was amazing. This version,
it's just
goodness me, for how quick it is for your reference down there, but not overcomplicated.
Nope.
Not too many buttons, too much stuff. It's really clearly labelled as well. And it's just about playing about, like, and what Chris is doing right now, like, this hasn't gone anywhere near a surface yet.
No,
so it could be in the car as a passenger, whilst you're watching telly, whilst, you know, waiting for an appointment or whatever you do.
Absolutely. So, and we could also I'm just going to add an image.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just going to add any image. I'm going to use something from the emojis again. Let's do something a little bit fun for you.
Penguin.
Where's the penguin? There we are. There's penguin. Right, okay. There we go, penguin. And there we have it. So I'm just going to print that now. Now, one other thing I'm going to show you, pop-up box, background colours. You can use a background colour on that.
Yes.
Genius, print. Okay, so use your ruler again. Make sure we're printing on the right side.
How do you know what's the right side, or just...
So because that bit comes off and then it,
okay.
it goes onto it. So it's this... Yeah, it's this way.
Yep.
you do not do this all the time. I've never questioned it, but you got me questioning it.
Good.
So that's all right. I'll let you off there. Did you notice that Dan is actually wearing pink today? All my members know that I do all my shows and exhibitions in pink.
Yeah.
Well,
You're the pink lady, aren't you?
I am the
pink lady of craft.
Pink eMark lady. And that dries instantly.
How fab is that?
It's genius, isn't it?
For that festival wedding, or maybe it's like a business event, and you've got to have a ticket to come in, kind of thing, and get a wristband or a free drink at the bar, whatever it is for you.
Absolutely. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
One specially for you.
I've got mine, and very quickly, just going to show you Barney's one, which is the other orientation. Only boys allowed on this occasion. Like literally, that's how personal it can be, which is so cool. That could be on the ribbon, it could be on the lace, could be whatever you want to do.
Absolutely.
We've got 10 minutes left, but by all means, watch again. Watch again on YouTube, watch again on Facebook as well. But you're ordering directly with the team that put these together for you, which is gmcrafts.co.uk. In their search box, that's where you put CS Ultimate 43, which gets you the bundle. Or, listen, whilst you're on there, just search eMark. That's what I did first time round, and I found it straight away. That's how easy Chrissy's made it for you. You've even got a code to take you to the page.
I know.
Thank you very much for that, yeah.
So I've just printed onto a little bit of wood.
Okay.
It loves wood, it loves MDF, and, it loves cork. So I'm just going to print the same flower onto this, so as you can see, I'll evidence everything. If it can't do something, I'll tell you, but mostly it's, yes, of course it can. Of course it can.
Of course it can.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing safe
now,
but cork.
Exactly, cork, yes, exactly. Now then, labels. We've got labels. We've got sheets of labels. These COLOP eMark. Do you want to hold those?
Yeah, sure.
So we'll hold those. But somebody asked me the other day, I've got rolls of these, these craft sort of things. So yes, of course you can label these. I'm just going to print this one on here. I just want to get as many imprints in as I can. So you can print onto this type of label as well.
Yeah,
so you're not restricted. Okay.
Chris May is just asking, would it work on like a Tupperware sort of takeaway container, like a bit like your food stuff, if when it was cooked or the batch was made?
No. So, because it's got that shine on it.
Right.
That's where the transparent labels come in. So you can put those
Hence why they're a thing.
Put those in your freezers, your freezer pots. So you can print onto lots of different things. Now, I'm just going to show you this, okay? Now, if you, this is a fabric, and when you're doing cross stitch, yeah, correct, absolutely. I'm just going to put a name on there. I'm going to put...
Do you put Linda?
Put Linda,
Linda's now Y.
Oh, Linda with a Y?
Linda with a Y.
Okay, Linda. So I would use, again, when I'm doing something like this, if you want to cross-stitch it, you need a nice big font or something like we've got, the spongy one. So, and also, you can, so as you know what colours you're going to sew in or do your needle thing in it, you can actually make that colour. What colour are we doing for Linda?
Well, she'd probably like black, actually.
Oh, black. Okay, let's do it.
I know it's a bit, it could have been a lovely multicolour, but
that's fine.
Crafty
That's
Witches,
fine.
yep.
So we could put Linda on here. Now, you would measure the space that you're working on, but we're restricted for time, so I'm going to pop this on here like so. Okay, I'm just going to do Linda like that.
Now, interestingly, because it like bows down a tiny bit, it's almost like the ink like jumps.
It's inkjet, so yes, it does. So it sprays the ink out. So I make corrugated lampshades, and I make them, and I actually create the lampshade, and then I do my imprints going round. You've already seen that we can print onto little things like this, So, right, fabrics again. Going on to fabrics, I'm going to pop Linda on there again because
normally I'd give Chrissy a chance to breathe right now and wander over there, but I'm going to stay right here.
Good. I'm glad. Right.
Just stay there.
That's on cotton.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Really lovely and clear. Obviously, that would wash out, but use setting agents. I am looking at setting agents right now. Lots of people have been coming in and saying, right, try this, try this. So I will evidence everything before I get back to you. Now, cupcakes. Who doesn't love a
Happy
cupcake?
Easter.
Yes, I know. Well, I'm not going to do Happy Easter because we haven't got the time.
Yeah.
But I have got in here, a little ad. Let's go into the clip art. I've got a chicken in here. Yeah, I've got a chicken. Now, of course, I could search for it. Why wouldn't I? If I just put chicken in here. There we go. So I'm going to use that little chicken there. That was a very tubby one there. So, and don't forget, if you're not happy with the way it's facing, turn it around. You could even turn it upside down if you wanted to.
Yeah, of course you can.
Yeah, so all I'm going to do is I'm just going to click
Are there any last minute questions whilst we're still live after all? I've got the Facebook feed right in front of me. Of course, that's where a lot of the questions are. A lot of your team are answering the questions in there too.
They're amazing.
But obviously you're shopping via GM Crafts. The basic code is on the screen at the Mo. But on Facebook, particularly, particularly, just remind us of your Facebook groups again, because they
So
are...
it's eMark Go UK.
eMark Go UK.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do have a team of admin who are waiting to join you, so please do join. Can I just say thank you to a few people, like we've got obviously Kate and Di, we've got Lorraine and we've got Wendy, and we've got so many more. And obviously I can't name them all because there is a lot of them, but I'm so grateful for what they do to help out on that. They make it a success.
Yep.
I just do the demonstrating. They're the ones that really make the success.
Yeah, but you inspire them to first of all. They didn't know about it before you, Chrissy, and then here we go. And I think the joy you have of other people's enjoyment.
Yes, I do.
Is just the best.
I just love it. So look, we've got a little chick there.
There we go.
And yeah, and then we've got, you know, I've got so many things here. Who would have thought you could print onto a cork?
Now that's really important. That's a real thing. Collecting corks and things is a real, like, for what the celebration was, or.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to, I'm just going to use something that I have here, a little butterfly. Again, what you would do is you'd measure the surface that you are printing on. Now this is an awkward surface. It's roughly, I'd say 15 mil, but I'm going to use it as it is there, and I'm just going to print that. Okay. Obviously, when you're at home, you would take a lot of time doing this, but Dan is rushing me.
I am.
So
What I do.
Yeah, it is what you do, and then.
Surprise, me and Chrissy are still friends. She doesn't get a second.
No, we'll always be friends, Dan. So there you go. Print onto cork. I make lots of cork earrings and things like that. So yeah, I mean.
No, you don't. The eMark itself, you're not putting it back into like a charging dock or anything like that, right? So literally wherever you are, taking it to work.
Yes, exactly.
So what is it? What is that? Is that
This
like a little...
is just its base.
Okay.
It's got a little rubber tank on it to protect the print head. No electronics running through this, so there's nothing to heat that print head up.
Okay.
And it's got an internal battery, so there's nothing to warm the cartridge up at all. So this is what makes it unique and brilliant.
Do you know what, on a single charge, how long that battery?
7 hours.
7 hours.
Do you know when I do exhibitions, I don't have to charge this at all. So I charge it overnight and then I use it for around 7 hours. And if I turn this off at 98%, which I don't, but if I did and turned it on in 3 months, I'd have around 68% charge on it. That's how brilliant it is.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is amazing.
Now,
Right.
in the box, just remind me, because like I know I've got an ink cartridge here.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get another ink cartridge, or have I just sort of
No,
pulled
just
this
get
out?
that one ink
I thought
cartridge,
So
yeah.
in the box here, I know we've taken this out and you saw another one earlier on. You do get an ink cartridge included. Would you say like about 2,000 imprints?
Around 2,000.
Or depending how many colours you use or whatever's going on.
It does, but as I say, a lot of my crafters tend to use either one a year, but say those that are really crafting all the time, around 6 months.
But gmcrafts.co.uk, that's where I can buy another cartridge, for example. That's where I can get some more labels or some more of it here. So
yes, you can.
that resource for the eMark is exactly where you shop. Therefore, you're going to get the best price, because like every other show on the craft store, you were going direct to the designer or direct to the outlet, etc. gmcrafts.co.uk. We've got like 3.5 minutes.
Right, okay, I'm just going to do a Happy Mother's Day on here, because I'm going to do it on a napkin.
Lovely.
Okay, because you know you meet mummy, but I'm going to add this one. You know, if you're having a nice meal or something, it's nice, isn't it? So I'm just going to edit this one. So I'm going to click on it, okay, and then I'm going to click on Mum, and again, this is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to make that nice and big. Let's just move that flower out the way. Okay, click on this again. It's nice and easy. Just going to increase my width. I normally do this on landscape, and then just make sure I've got the Happy Mother's Day. Let me just adjust the line spacing there, and then make that a little bit smaller.
That's it, all of the tinkering and the bits and bobs and the playing.
Yeah,
And does that
exactly.
colour look good? Does that font look good?
Well, this is
Before it goes anywhere near your...
Yeah, exactly. And where are we on that? So we're 120, which is... I forgot my contact lens in the right way. There we go. Right, okay, so... Happy Mother's Day, and then we're just going to move that up like so, and then Mum.
We are live after this show, by the way. This show finishes at 55 past. At 3 o'clock, it's Sheila Halliwell and all things Dalton Manor. If you want your specialist card stocks at the highest possible quality, that is coming up next.
Okay, are we about right out of time, are we?
We've got 90 seconds.
Jolly good. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger so I can see what I'm doing. And then I'm going to duplicate that. 1, 2, and then print. You see, you can use this as your canvas. And again, I've gone over on this one. It's because I'm rushing. but just to show that what you can do.
And like you said, the very first thing, remember the first thing you said to me is like, the very first imprint you do it on a scrap bit of paper, do it on some copier paper.
No. No.
Straight in?
You don't need to do that with this. Obviously, I'm rushing things. You can actually just do your imprint straight away. Measure the surface that you're printing onto, and then do your imprint. It will centre it for you. But remember, everything starts from the 0 on here. So we'll measure from the 0.
I thought it meant it's like the very first one you do just to get used to it.
No,
just crack on.
No. Just crack on with it. Honestly, you can. So,
Chrissy, bravo. We're out of time. With 35 seconds to go. Thank you ever so much.
Thank
I mean,
you
the amount
very
you could do in 35 seconds, I appreciate.
Yes,
'Cause it's literally, you heard the beep to jump into the device. Half a second? Is it 1 second?
I know.
Incredible. Chrissy, thank you for your passion for this. Thank you for coming on the craft store as well.
You're very welcome. I've
Love
really
to you and
enjoyed
Chris
it.
too, always.
Thank you.
But this is where you go. You shop, gmcrafts.co.uk. Imagine owning. Would you like one?
Yes,
I know
please.
the answer. I know the answer is yes. Of course, go for the basic if you want to, but if you don't have to go back, like the best-selling accessories and with the extra pens in there as well, pencils. Sorry,
Pens.
the ultimate pens. The ultimate is the one, Chrissy. With 5 seconds left, thank you ever so much.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you again.
Absolutely, time for you to go shopping on GM Crafts.